travel to freedom, broken and worn, but they will keep on in the moonlight, the moonlight. The pressure is on, the cold of the season makes it hard to feel, but they persevere for the end game, the end game. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one to the same love, the same love. Travel to freedom, broken and worn, but they once kept on in the moonlight, the moonlight. I can only wish that one day we'll find the one to keep. The journey is an endless one to the same love, the same love. Kept on in the moonlight, the moonlight.
Ooh, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. It's really weird. My audio went out for a second, so that's why I said oop. Hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm having a good day. Had a good morning. Ready to get into the single player world and get to business. I have been doing some work in between streams, just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. I've been getting on in my own time just to do some more digging, and I've made some progress. We're at, what, over 30 days now? 3334. Surpassed 3333, which is beautiful. So, we are going to be back in the world. I'll show you what I've done. I have updated it to 1.21.11 as well, as you can see. So we have all of that stuff now. Let's do this. Might need to repair some pickaxes. Let me turn on shaders first. Yeah, trying to figure out where we're at. I see us now. So I have, like I was saying, done some work. I'll show you. You can kind of see it already, but I've been doing a lot of mining in various places. I did some mining over here. It's very difficult to tell, right, how much we've done just because there's so much open space now. But I'm pretty happy with where we're at. We'll have to take these over at some point. What I've been doing as well is going over here. Instead of putting these in the shulker boxes, I've been offloading the basalt into here. I've done a little bit of some wither skeleton fighting as well. Hey, what's up, Jen? Welcome in. I've done a little bit of some wither skeleton fighting. So, making small bits of progress. How you doing, Jen? Hopefully you're doing good today. Let's see. You need repaired. You need repaired. I'll use you for now. Got the shaders on today as per usual. We'll fly down to the wither skeleton farm and see what we can dredge up. This thing works fairly well now. It's not perfect. It needs to be better. We'll get more wither roses over time and it'll get better. But I think I was doing this last week or last stream anyways. Just kind of standing here for a couple minutes just to see what happens. And we were getting quite a few wither skeletons. I mean, we were getting packs of 4 or 5, up to 10 wither skeletons sitting here. So the more wither roses we add, the more efficient this is going to get. Because there's more spawning space. It's cold. How cold? How cold could it be? It is pretty cold though. It snowed yesterday here. We woke up in the morning. It was like, oh, it's snowing. I went out and got Emma coffee yesterday in the morning and it was snowing. So 35 feels like 27. Oh no. Right here it's 36, feels like 27. It's supposed to snow a little bit later, 4 or 5 o'clock. Not much. Wintry mix, won't do much. Tuesday is supposed to be a high of 26 here. Probably gonna feel like the teens. You know, this was working. What's it doing? You better not do that. I wonder if when I have shaders on, the render distance is too far, maybe? Put it down to 16. Gets us what we need. I don't know. I won't stay here any longer. I think we were over there. This is where we're picking up today. So yeah, about the same. In my spare time this week, I've been working on some of this digging. Mentioning at the start, but we're at day 3,334 now. I've been enjoying in the evenings doing a little bit of just like watching videos and just doing this speed mining. So I've been making faster progress because of that. Hey, Zanixan. I'm doing well today. How you doing? Big chillin'. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. So I was making slow and steady progress on this thing. We'll get this corner, I think, done today. I'll get a lot of it done. So that's what I've been doing. I have my first, I guess I'll call it a content session this week. So today was the first week where we started just kind of having a regular schedule of certain things that we're doing on certain days. So Emma is doing Pilates now, and so she's booked that out. And we're adjusting the schedule a little bit. And then I have some time dedicated to content. There's a little bit for, what was I gonna say, running. So we're blocking out, like, we're gonna do this thing on these days. We're kind of blocking out times as well, but it's also like we're gonna do these things on these days, really. So I got some time this week to start planning out 2026 and what the videos are gonna look like, and start planning out ideas of what I want to do in each video. So it was a productive. And what that really means is that, you know, what am I doing in this world this year? So I started planning that out. I have a book that I write things in. I have a notebook of sorts that I bought like a year ago. It's on my desk. Oh, it actually reminds me. So I can't. Well, I could show it. If I can grab it. Oh, my monitor's not gonna like me. I need a better monitor stand. I might end up using the one that we got yesterday. Of the rock, paper, scissors Emma for it, probably. I'll turn on the camera in a second because I want to show you guys, actually. Doing well, thanks. Busy today. It's nice to have time to relax. Nice. So there's the webcam. Oh, you see my open. You see this. I forgot I saw that open. Let's see. Let's do full cam real quick. Just so I can, oh, here's a mess, but it's fine. Just so I can show you. So I have this book. You guys can see it. So this I got last 2 years ago, 2024. So this was intended to be my like new content book. You can see at the very start, like I wrote down all my goals. See the frowny faces where I didn't accomplish some of them. Yeah, the cover's very nice. It's a very good piece of artwork. This was a custom made book or something. 2025 goals. So I had 2024 goals. I started writing down 2025 goals. I just filled this out on Thursday, like what I did and didn't do. So you can see this was a video from last year. I wrote done recently. This is the Mountain Nether portal in this world. I was planning on putting some ideas down there and I just never did, so I just wrote done. I'm not gonna share some of these other ideas yet because they're like commentary videos that I wanted to make. I don't know if I'm gonna make them. So what I did Thursday is I wrote down my goals. There's a little checkbox over here if I do it or not. There's some area here to fill in specifics, like if I don't stream 52 times, how many times did I stream, kind of thing. Alongside that, I wrote a stream tracker. One of the things, okay, see you focus a little bit. One of the things that was difficult last year was knowing when I streamed and how many times I streamed. Just noticing the little mumbo there. Anyways, off topic. It was difficult understanding the number of times I streamed, so my plan is to write. I have a pencil here. I can write down today since we streamed today. Write down the dates that I stream so I can keep track of this, and every stream, write it down. And I have 52. You can kind of see it. I have 50. It's here, maybe somewhere, right there. You can't really see it, but it says 52. So I have 52 slots on here. Why you write in the middle of the lines? So the goals one was because That way I could write bigger, basically. That's the only reason I did that. I have a video tracker, so the goal was 12 videos this year. Get them right in the middle of the lines, but you can see it bigger. So I can write down what videos were done. And oh, I skipped one. So I also have a page in here. The goal of this book was to have a place for me to write down ideas, really, and to plan things out, to kind of sketch some things out. But I can probably put a picture of this on Discord if you guys would like, because it's not really focusing. But these are priorities for 2026, and I was trying to go through like what I wanted to do this year in the world and what kind of like farms and things I wanted to accomplish that go into those 12 videos and those 52 streams. So I wrote down the kind of the top farms. So, and these can change, but when I was writing it down, squid farm, moss farm, froglight farm, slime farm, witch farm, and a tree farm. The 6 main farms I wanted to accomplish. Some of them are more conducive for builds, and some of them aren't. Builds in general, right? Make progress on this nether perimeter. Create the castle on the mountaintop. I've had stuff dedicated for an end portal room for a while, redecorating that, so I want to get that done. And then mob farm decorations. So I've been saying for a while I want to do a hot air balloon around our current mob farm. So that was just me Thursday trying to figure out and plan what I wanted to do. I don't do a lot of this kind of planning stuff, but I would like to do more. So that's me trying to do more, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty blurry. I think the priority stuff. Let me actually, while I'm here on stream, and I will do this. You guys have something that's not me to look at. I know I'm pretty and all, but you probably don't want to watch me anymore. I will take a picture of this. We do this and post on Discord. Now the question is, does this go into a photo gallery or Minecraft? I feel like Minecraft. Manage photos. Minecraft. Talking about Minecraft. Talking about it's a little. It's not great lighting, but it works. So there, it's posted on Discord now. Minecraft. I like Minecraft better. I can leave the camera on if you guys want to see my face. If you guys want me to go away or don't care, I'll turn it off. I don't care today. I'll do that. So you see more of me. I do find it funny that the Mumbo is right up there. That's not intentional. I was cleaning out my, you see this closet behind me is just boxes. And there is a bin down here that I want to put in the closet. So that's what I was working on earlier, or yesterday or the day before, I don't know, something like that. So that's the goal this year. That's some of the plans, some of the stuff I was doing, trying to get better prepared in this world. So I used to have, I don't know where it is, but I used to have a different book, a notebook that I would write down ideas in. I don't remember what I did with it. It might be in my backpack still. I don't really know. I've been sucked into Hytale. How's that been going? Good, I would assume. Let's go up here. I think it's here. So much fun. I've heard mixed reviews on it. You know, people like Fwip. I saw Fwip's review of it was like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. How to say, where did that go? I've heard it's good. It's not necessarily great. But if they're gonna continue to develop it, then it could be like a Minecraft where it's like, ooh, this could turn from a good into a great. Can't find any iron. Every game's got to have its struggles. If you look up the psychology of video games, every game's got to be just challenging enough to keep you interested, but just achievable enough that you get wins. So yeah, and it's an early release of Hytale, right? So it is nice that this game like did eventually get released though, because you know, for a while there it was looking like that wasn't gonna happen, and then with all the, you know, Riot basically dropping it and whatnot, it was like, oh, this really is never gonna happen. And it's like, nope, it's happening. Some way, somehow it happened. So we'll take it. Well, given what I just saw online about the number of concurrent viewers on like launch day, basically on Twitch, yeah, they're probably kicking themselves right now. And it's what, like $20 to buy, so like it's, I assume it's made a lot of money. I mean, $20 a game. I saw something about there being like 2.8 million players at least, probably more than that. 2.8 million players. If you just start there. 28 million, they've made 56 million off of just the 2.8 million players, right? They sold 2.3, yeah, so like first day they made $46 million potentially. Right, could have recouped a lot of their money, even if the game was half baked, you know. Yeah, it was 2.8, whatever it was a lot. It was in the millions, so. I wonder how many people have bought it now, because it's been a week or two now, right? That it's been out, so I wonder how many people now have bought the game. Is it 5 or 6 million? And that's just gonna increase over time, right? Because it's only been the first week or two. Like, who knows? I could buy the game at some point, you know? I don't plan on it right now, but I could. So I am glad that there is, you know, at least some level of some level of, you know, the game has been released, people are playing it. So and of course everyone, all the YouTube commentators are going to be trying to capitalize it. Oh, this is the next Minecraft, let's get on it early. It might be, it might not be, but it's also kind of part of the reason, other than I'm enjoying playing Minecraft, that I haven't really wanted to play Hytale. Is I don't want to like jump on the content bandwagon too quickly. I could play it, that would be helpful, but just see how it goes. Excuse you. But speaking of I updated this world to 1.21.11 on Thursday, the same day I was working on some of the future planning stuff. And one of the things that I noticed is a post from December where Mojang has said that they are completely redoing the way that their release numbering is. Right, so we're used to the 1.21.21, the bug fix versions that became like the drop versions, the 1.21.10, 1.21.11, 1.21.9, whatever it is. Watch button play for like 30 minutes was sold. Nice. So I find it very interesting how the Minecraft future versions are going to be versioned. They're moving away from all that completely. It's old news, but it's new to me. I find it very interesting. For those who may not know, they're moving to a versioning scheme that essentially means the major version, aka the first number on the dot listing, is the year. The second version is essentially the quarter, and the third version is like for any hotfix versions. I'm just out of the loop, alright? Jeez. I found that to be interesting though, because like, weirdly enough, like, I've done that before, like for software versioning. It's just weird to think about that for a game, though it probably makes sense for them. When they think about future-proofing it, they don't want to go all the way up to like, they want to put some actual level of meaning behind the version numbers. It's just going to be really awkward. Because we're so used to the 1.20 and those being like big things, getting excited for it, and now it's going to be like year, quarter, bug fix version. It's so like, I feel like nerdy software development focused and or like project manager focused than it is like something that's gonna hype people up, you know? So, see how that goes. It is at the end of the day of a version number, so it doesn't really matter. Especially when they name versions already, like you'll look more at like what the name of the version is and not what the version number is, I guess. So. Hey Zach, I'm trying, you know. We're trying here. I mean, hey, my name was almost white with a Y in it. So I was almost white fire with all the I's replaced with Y's. That would have been fun. Would have been weird more than anything. No, fair enough, yeah. We have the camera on today as well because I was showing everyone the content notebook that I spent some time Thursday working on. I posted a picture in my Discord as well, but essentially I went through and started planning. Well, I wrote down my goals for the year, which are in this world, but are also in that book. I wrote down like trackers. I have a very difficult time tracking the goals, so I have stream trackers and video trackers for the numbers of things that I do. Bye bye. And then I also have like a priority list of things that I'm working. Ooh. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Living on the edge. Jen about had a heart attack watching that. Fingers crossed Jen didn't actually see it. I kept accidentally hitting the right button as I was going down, which is why I kept flipping back and forth. But yeah, I have been busy, especially this last week. I was explaining a little bit earlier that I've been dedicating a little more time, and by that I mean literally putting into a calendar, like these are the times I'm going to be doing content, scheduling it out. I never used to do that. Like the entire time I've made content, it's just like, all right, whatever. But now I'm actually like, in an effort to be more consistent and be doing things, you know, try to actually like stream schedule is a default schedule, right? But like more than just stream schedule, doing other things. Just trying to schedule it out. So a schedule? Oh my god, I know, right? Who would do that? Such an absurd thing to do. No, but it's been good. It's only been a week, so you know. And all it is one day a week where I say, hey, I'm gonna sit down for 2 hours to do something. But it's more than I've been doing, because what I've been doing is just whatever's been on stream is what I've done. So I haven't really done anything outside of stream, so this gets me doing that. So baby steps. And or just, you know, whatever I can do. So but yeah, we are slowly but surely working through. I feel like I've done this for the last like 4 months, but it's a lot of just digging right now. You can see here we're at the Wither Skeleton Farms in the middle. And we are working on the perimeter dig out. So big project's taking a while. And this is probably a multi-year project, is the plan. Is a multi-year project where we're just working on digging things out. Now I'm not gonna be digging for all of the years, but I'm at the very least gonna be periodically working on it. But it's really useful for me as it's like a promise to myself that I will make it. Yeah, it's dedicated time, right? Because it's so easy, and this is also part of the reason I made it, was because I found it very easy to be like, well, I could or I should be doing something else, right? Like why am I over here doing this thing, which is a hobby, when I can be doing other things that are, you know, feel more productive. It's like, well, because, you know, it's important to me to do that, so I should dedicate time to doing it. Yeah, I mean, we've had this perimeter-based farm for what, a year or two, probably. Slowly but surely. I had a Wither Skeleton farm that I built here. We're switching out for a Wither Rose farm. Down here. A couple down here. Nothing. Okay. Man, Etho's really playing Hytale though. I got a notification on my phone. Number 2. That's wild. Oh, there we go. There they go. Yeah, a schedule, you know, assuming that you keep to it. Helps bring people back, for sure. Go on. Okay, they made it. Sometimes this farm's okay, and sometimes it's a little slow. Yeah, so every week. I'll lower this microphone so I can see. Every week. It's Wednesdays and Sundays. Sometimes I cancel, but it's Wednesdays and Sundays, and really trying to stick to that. Different times each day, but it's the best that I can do. Yeah, it's sometimes about joining other people. Yeah, that's fair. I've thought about a week to week or a month to month kind of schedule. But it was easiest for me to just kind of have a set thing every week and to use that as the guiding principle. Every single time. Oh my goodness, every single time. Once per stream. Ow. Once per stream, we have to be falling into lava somehow. I fly into it, I fall into it. I have all these fire res potions. Oh my goodness. You notice what I do there as well as I pause, regroup myself, and then act. It's a nice thing about single player. I got to play Peak last night with Lyara and had a lot of fun. Yeah, I noticed that on your schedule as well. Yeah, doing the week to week, you know, does sound like it works best for you because it allows you to do things like that. So, I mean, I can technically do that as well, but it would be kind of one-off stuff. I mean, we've done that with like Stardew streams with me and Emma. Where it's like, this Friday, we're going to do blah. Kind of thing. So. White, why? I do this just for you, Jen. Just to stress you out. Specifically targeted at you, yeah. Well, that wasn't good. What protection enchants do I have? So I have blast protection 4, protection 4, protection 4, blast protection 4. I don't have any. I thought I had. Oh, duh. That's what I've been forgetting. That's actually a good call out. Yes. So I'm supposed to have that when I'm in the Nether, and I forgot about it. Suppose because this says fire protection 4 on it. I'm supposed to have my fire prot helmet on. So I have typically 2 blast protection pieces. I believe because of creepers. If I remember what I did correctly, I think it was because I did some research after my death in the previous world, and if I had like 2 blast protection, well, I didn't do the research. Someone else did the research and showed it to me, actually. I forget who did it, but someone else did the research, showed it to me and said, hey, if you had 2 piece of blast protection on, you would have survived the creeper exploding you. So I put one on my boots and then the other one's on my normal helmet. That way I can wear my elytra and I would have still survived the creeper explosion right next to me if I had those. So I had the fire prot to help with the nether, and I don't need necessarily the blast protection. I need the fire protection typically here. Oh yeah, for sure. Fire prot's very, very useful for staying alive. But there's really different like armor sets for different scenarios and different things you're trying to protect from. We're really getting into the nitty gritty now. But I don't run into a whole lot of creepers. I mean, I haven't for months because I've spent most of my time in the nether. But generally, I don't run into a whole lot of creepers anymore. And one of the lessons I learned from the last hardcore world was just to light up everything when I'm digging out. Like big areas, even if it means it's a little extra work to like take down the torches or add the extra inventory space for the torches or whatever it is. It's better to light up areas that I'm working than to not. Because I had died because I was digging out an area and left a small section of spawnable space above my head. If I hadn't done that, then I would still be in that world, and I'm kind of glad I'm not in that world, which is kind of weird to say, but this world is coming up on its 5-year anniversary next month. So, and I generally am much happier with how this world has turned out, I think, than the previous one. So you learn, just don't make the same mistake twice. Yep. And then when it comes to falling into lava, I make the same mistake twice. But yeah, you know, it's happens. Like sipping the lava. Yeah, exactly. Like sipping the lava every stream. I haven't made that mistake twice. What? I would never. For long parkour, probably worth having multiple suits to switch out. Yeah, that's where I have this helmet for. And it's hardcore, right? So like, I better pay attention to it a little more. I only get one chance at it. Okay, we're gonna just fall straight down here, so we'll be okay. No damage. Easy peasy. Let's not fall down there, please. Let's get rid of the lava so I don't fall in that. Projectile protection for N rating. That's a good thought. I didn't think about that. It's a good thought, though. In theory, only one chance. My last hardcore became single player, so I could finish the project to a point where I could share my vision. I saw that recently as well. Someone turned their hardcore. They spent 5 years in the world, and then they died. They went AFK for something, essentially, and then they got blown up. In those cases, right, like, this person then decided to turn it into like just a regular survival world, which is fine. I don't think there's an issue with that. Seeing if there's anything there I needed to grab. Okay. You have less bragging rights for the achievements after that, but that's okay. Yeah, it's not always about the bragging rights. I mean, it's often not about the bragging rights. Just I don't think about it that way anymore. I don't think about how long this world has lasted as kind of a like, look what I did, but more as a internal look what I did, not an external look what I did, I guess. Looking at myself and saying, look what I was able to accomplish. So. No matter how it goes. I mean, this whole area here, you see where all the slabs are, right? Like, this is all just digging out a fortress, hours and hours and hours and tens and maybe even 100 hours just digging. There's a lot of hours. But it's also like, I was able to spend this much time and make this much amount of progress and clear this amount of area. I think it's pretty cool. Nothing fun. When did we get 2 heads? We had, we only had 1 in here. We only had 1 in here earlier. Okay. That was loud. I missed it somewhere though. Ooh. Yeah, we get 1 more head and we'll go do some more Wither Rose farming. There's another one. But interesting how many hardcore worlds are measured in time rather than what you accomplish. Well, a lot of it is like the amount of your life that you've spent in a world. It is interesting though because you never know how much people sleep, right? Sleep matters a lot in terms of like, are you sleeping through the days and all? Like day count's the big one, rather than just like hour count. The day count, right? Minecraft days. But is it a 1 in 20? I must have killed like 50 or 60 wither skeletons over the last few weeks and gotten 0. Which is why I was surprised. Moving its way through. Okay. Anyways. That's why I have the day counter up in the top left as well. It's just like, it's the stat most people track. And it is a fun stat to track, for sure. Not the most important stat, but it is a fun stat. Because people could always AFK and get that stat up. That's honestly why I try not to. And other than like standing around for a minute or two, I don't AFK in this world. Just because otherwise, like, those kinds of metrics get completely thrown off. It's like, well, if I AFK'd for an hour, that's, you know, 3 Minecraft days or something. And you do that enough and... yeah. It's interesting. What I'm really looking at right now is playtime. Because of the fact that I don't AFK in this world, playtime is one of my goals this year, and it is a like, I have spent X amount of time in this world doing something, and it should lead to a higher output of doing something, but I'm really just focused on trying to get into it, be creative, get into it, and accomplish some things. And the more time I spend in the world, the more stuff I'm going to be able to do. Just had the audience ask about, but it's not a great way of measuring achievement. You can get that day count sitting in a hole trading with villagers. You can. Playtime is more of a metric for you, but how active people are in those hours varies, so not a good metric. Yep. Is there maybe a better Minecraft metric to use, like something in stats, or is the better metric to say like, here's how many farms, builds, etc. that like I've done within that time, and tracking that separately? Or is there a better stat to track? I guess you can track like blocks mined or blocks placed. That shows more activity, right? Still not perfect, but it's probably more showing how much you've built or how much you've done. I don't think there is a stat to track that gives enough detail. So it's more based on when you look at the world, what do you see? Any kind of achievement. Anything measurable that Minecraft already measures. Love seeing what people have done in the world. Fair. Do that. There we go. Okay. We will start this way now. I think it is true as well, because I don't think I've done as much in the last year, but my time has gone up. Like, I've been doing a lot of digging, and there is a visual aspect to it, but it's not as visual as, like, for a while, a few years ago, I was building house after house after house after house. And so there's a whole village now that was populated. Make a lot more visual progress that way. So. Tenisha's World is a great example. Many people that come in for the first time quickly see and understand the time and effort and skill put into the world, because she often ends up at and around her big builds. And making that a focus, right? You know, as you're walking around, as you build other things, you're building right next to the big things you've already built. Yeah, I know, Tanisha. Yeah. For sure. I have not spent as much time in some of the bigger hardcore streams, but yeah, I definitely know Tanisha. Trying to think who the big hardcore players are now. Tanisha's up there, Linksy's up there, Jamal's up there. Those are the big three I can think of. There's more, but I mean, there's obviously Philza, but that's a, you know, that's a different level. Different level of popularity anyways. Not necessarily of world, but of popularity for sure. Button's on hardcore for a long time, that's true. I think it was a skull. I feel like it was. Or was that just a piece of coal? Oh, just a piece of coal. Eh. Nothing yet. I always found it a struggle when on a new world / server season as people who join for the first time. I found myself saying, I know this isn't much. So in a new world server season, people who join for the first time. I know this is much. I've done cool things too. That's why I like my I'm not gonna show it, but my starting screen has a whole bunch of screenshots, and I go back every once in a while and update them because it's very easy. I've been in so many different worlds at this point. It's very easy to look at a world like this, or like not necessarily like this, but any world, and be like, oh, this isn't enough, right? I haven't done enough. But then I look back, it's like I've been doing this for 11 years now. Like when I look back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've done a lot. And the even nicer thing as well is I can look at what I do now and say that's not, it's alright. But if I go back and look at a build I did 8 years ago, night and day. The builds now are way better. They're bigger, they've got more texture, they've got more color, they've got better architecture. Like some of the screenshots, I don't know if I don't know if I deleted these in the starting screen pictures or not, but I used to have a picture, I remember distinctly, of a village that I made Afterlife Season 2. This was back in 2016, late 2016, early 2017. And I remember at the time being like, this is great, this is awesome. And I look back at that now, like, it was fine, but it wasn't anything spectacular versus the builds that, some of the builds that I have now. I've shown some of the mine shafts that I've made that are much better. The whole village I have in this world is way bigger than anything that I've built before. The villager trading hall that I have is not in itself a massive build, but the concept is very cool. The ocean monument build that I have, great build. But it's very easy because I'm used to it now to be like, yeah, it's alright. So. Theory, we should get a skull out of that, but we'll see. Nope. I don't see any yet anyways. Oh, did you hear Bailey? Yeah, she was barking at something. Yeah, I don't watch as many people for hardcore anymore. I mean, it's an easy thing to look at and be like, I'm gonna understand what that is. Easier than like modded, for instance. There's a lot of mod stuff I'm like, I'm probably not gonna understand what's going on. But hardcore is something I'm definitely gonna understand what somebody's doing. So I'm still a sucker for just like regular survival worlds. Not even SMPs, because SMPs have too much going on for me to be able to keep track. Like, I like Hermitcraft, but there's just way too much going on for me to understand half of it. But in a single player world, right, I can watch someone single player and just look around and be like, oh, one, this person probably did most of it. A lot of single player worlds now are more like bringing other people on for special occasions. They're not quite single player, but it is that person's world, so this person did most of it. And two, it's a more cohesive like storyline, right? Like I don't have to be bouncing back and forth, even if it's not completely cohesive. I don't have to bounce back and forth on like this person did this and this person did that. It's the way it's structured and the time people have, right? It's just easier to follow along, which is why single player is so popular. It's just easier to follow along. And is in part an immersive experience. Oh, got a skull. and is in part an immersive experience between the viewer, the person watching, and whoever it is that is producing it. So, okay, we're gonna go put this stuff away. We have 3 skulls, which means we're in a good spot. If we wanted to get some more wither roses today, we can. I just have to be cognizant of the fact that I can't make the same mistakes that I've made before. So the world is next means everything is of their work. Although people still import other people's designs, me is important. I created a space for me to learn from others. Yeah. And I think we've talked about this for sure, but it's also an area where it's like, no matter how much time in between, like someone has to work on different things, you can put things off later, and you can have a more cohesive storyline. You're not like waiting or having to hurry up for a season's ending or a server's ending or whatever it is. It's on your time and it's your story. So it could be more cohesive that way. I've always been a big single player fan. It's just, I don't know, it's just me. It's just who I am. I've said this before, but I am a single player a lot of times, for better or for worse. It's just what I've always done, I guess. That's how I am in life as well. So, alright, we are taking you with me. We're gonna take these, and we're gonna go to the overworld. And I do this. We're gonna clear some stuff out of these shulker boxes easily. We are going to repair my tools, as we do. And we're gonna check how many eggs I have. If we have a chest full of eggs, or a double chest full of eggs, oh, let me go this way. Then we might go get some wither roses. If we don't, then we won't, but this way. Hey, good afternoon, Sparrow. Enjoy the lurk. Hopefully you're enjoying your day. Far from amazing Minecrafter, pretty average. Even just working through things with you has helped me learn new things and helped me expand and get sounding boards, etc. It is good to have other people involved to get more ideas, and so some of my better ideas and the ways that I've learned are from other people. So yeah, I don't know if I call you an average Minecrafter though, Zach. I don't know if that's true. Average Minecrafter is someone like I probably grew up with, who doesn't do content, doesn't spend a ton of time in the game. That to me is like the average Minecrafter. And sometimes their builds are alright, and sometimes like some of my friends have not had the best builds, or former friends. Some people I haven't talked to in a long time, like kids I went to high school with or college with, who are fine. I learn a lot from YouTube, or have historically learned a lot from YouTube. But there is an element of just trying different block combinations as things come out, and testing the waters, getting in a creative world, figuring it out. Here. I'm trying to think which portal I need to go through. That's not good. Okay. There's absolutely no reason that should have taken forever. Let's go down here. Blackstone is over here, I think. I think it's on this. Is it one down? I think it's one down. It's one down. Uh-oh. Maybe it was one up? Was that on the wrong level? I was on the wrong level. There we go. Yeah, Blackstone's here. It's on the wrong level. I knew something was off. A lot of Blackstone. Is this supposed to be Blackstone too? Yep. That is too. Okay. Oh my gosh. Will my mouse work? No, it won't. I do have an item sorter for this, but I do kind of like the manual side of it as well, so don't mind it too much. Do 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 do. Okay, 1, 2, 3. These two are done. I should have said average in terms of content creators. The content creation world is very skewed, though, I would also say, but I always play some millions of players, many of which are 5 years old. Ooh. What you looking for, Zach? Or just saying that there's ads playing? Shouldn't be ads playing. I hope there aren't ads playing. Was there an ad playing in the middle? So I'm gonna have some words with someone. Call up Twitch support and be like, hey, why you play ad? Oh, because I have pre-rolls. Yep, that would do it. That would do it. I never know if pre-rolls are the right method or not. You know, like there's not really a good way to do ads. At the end of the day, there are advertisements, so. The reason I've stuck with pre-rolls is that it makes it so that once you're watching the stream, you don't have to watch another ad. I'd probably make like money off of ads if I did mid-rolls, but I don't know. I don't like that philosophy, so. No ads, so you have ad blocker? Well, you're also subbed as well anyway, so you wait. Subs shouldn't get ads, right? Or do subs get ads now? They might get ads now. I hope not. I really, really hope not. No ads, okay. That would be disappointing. I mean, it was disappointing when they took that away from, what was it, Prime? I think it was Prime. Maybe it was Twitch Turbo, I don't remember. If that's even still a thing. I don't know if it's still a thing or not. Uh-oh, this is not gonna be fun. This is not gonna be fun. These are full. I have too much stuff. Hold on, how much space do I have? 2 stacks worth, maybe? I could do 1 more stack worth. At least fits in there now. Alright, I'm gonna do you. That way you are empty. All of you are empty. Nether, nether. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Some of you go in here somewhere. Gas tiers. Quartz at the top. Yes. Mushrooms. Stone is gonna go over there. You are warped something or another, so you go in here. Mushroom. Okay. Don't get ads, okay. There could be a way, but most streamers wouldn't use it if it was implemented properly. They're the best ways for the streamer to announce ads are coming, pause an active game, and chat to those that are subbed, then chat to those subs, then resume gameplay when ad break is done. Yeah, and or just like, depending on how often the ad breaks are, like take an actual break. The way like, not necessarily like individual streamers, but the way I've seen it with like esports is that when an ad break, they'll schedule an ad break before or after a game, in between games, if you're able to do that. I have pre-rolls probably on, I don't know if there's a minimum setting or not, but they're just pre-rolls. I'd have to look at my settings. I haven't ever tweaked them, I don't think. It was a big push a while ago, at least with the partner program for for more ads and to do the mid-rolls, and I just was like, I don't like. If I could turn ads off, I would turn ads off. It just ruins the whole, like, you either have to really incorporate it into your stream or it just kind of ruins it, in my opinion. But minimum is 30 seconds an hour. Is there a minimum per hour if you have pre-rolls on? If so, I did not know that. And I probably should know that. I think I have another place for that. Mushrooms and gold. Go over here. I'll have to look this up then. Probably after stream. I guess I only stream for 2 hours, so most people probably don't even notice it. A streamer can set between 30 seconds and 22 minutes, 30 seconds per hour? Who's setting 22 minutes of ads? Oh my gosh. Okay, like 3-4 minutes? Okay. 22 minutes? What? Per hour too, that's like a third of the hour. Over a third of the hour. What am I doing? On just advertisements. Sure, they, you know, if you're a big stream, you make a lot of money, but that's just kind of wild to me. Let me know who they are so I don't watch them. It's like, yeah, do you want people to watch your stream? You know, maybe there are like it's easy to do like 20 minutes of gameplay, 10 minutes of ad, 20 minutes of gameplay, 10 minutes of ads or something. But it's like, I don't know. That's just a lot. I don't think anyone does that, but you can do up to that. It's just a little bizarre to me that the option's even available, right? Like, I feel like that's something that shouldn't even be available, right? Put it up to like 10 minutes or something. For people who really aggressively want to go at ads. Maybe there's a good way that people incorporate them. Maybe they do. I don't know, but 10 minutes seems more reasonable because then you do like 25 minutes of gameplay and then 5 minutes ads. That's a little more reasonable. The recommended is 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 or 4 minutes sounds about right. If you do less than that, your ad revenue is 30%. 3 minutes and above gets you 55%. Wow. I don't think anyone, although imagine I set up a max ad rate and told people to leave an incognito tab on a rerun. That's wild. Okay, we've got like no eggs here. The eggs, oh wait, the eggs are, oh, these are oxidized. Oh my goodness. At least there's a torch there. I didn't wax them because I don't have honey. We'll add that to the list of things I still need to get done in this world. That's oxidized as well. I want it to be orange, but anyways. Quite a few eggs up in there. Yeah, you can choose the interval for sure. I have seen that before. I gotta look at the ads dashboard after stream today. I gotta see this 22-minute limit. That still cracks me up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's fair. And like sub revenue is gonna be like, unless you have a gigantic, even when you have a gigantic stream, you're gonna have a lot of subs, and most of the revenue comes from that. I think ads are just a small portion, unless you have a relatively low sub count compared to the viewership that you get. Kind of walking through here. I really like how I connected these paths back here. You see the wall runs up to there, and this river is kind of part of the wall. We run this way, we run through this area. This was a later edition, I believe, over here a few years ago. None of these have interiors, mind you, but they're here. And then the wall starts again over here, I believe. Yeah, and it goes this way. The wall design is neat. These tunnels are some of my favorite things that I built in this village, though. They're just so cute. They're like cute little farm tunnels. The end your streaming career option. Well, that's probably why the recommended is like more than 3 minutes of ads, and people start to get a little, you know, mad about it. Less than 3 minutes of ads, and you don't make enough money off of it. It's probably what the research has said. I really like this little well right here, and the fact that I have a beacon here. My other beacon. There's 2 beacons here and 1 beacon there. So I have speed 2, regen, haste 2, and jump boost. I love these beacons. The more beacons, the better, in my opinion. I've always been a big beacon fan, though. I can't believe I still have this too. Gosh darn Enderman. bad. See, this iron farm is just good enough for what I need. Like, it doesn't produce a ton of iron, but I always have plenty of iron. Like, if I were to go back in my storage room and show you my iron supply, which is all of the iron block supply that I have. Let's do this. We go here. That there. I think it's on this level. I use iron blocks pretty much solely for beacons. I don't really use it for anything else. But yeah, I have. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3 double chests full of iron blocks, stacks of iron blocks, and a little bit here. Because it's a diamond blocks at 4. Speaking of diamond blocks, how many diamond blocks do I have? A stack and a half. Not bad. A little more if we converted these into blocks, but these have pretty much stayed here the whole time. Once I got netherite gear, I don't need diamonds anymore. Recommend a minimum because many streamers didn't run ads because we're all competing for eyeballs. No one wants to do more than others, so the recommended was put in to push people to do more ads. Yeah, and you get a higher percentage of it. Twitch shows more ads, they get more revenue, you get more revenue. So hello bed, thank you. All right, it is time to repair some things. Oh, I need a bow. I need to repair my bow. Let's go get a bow real quick. I should have some extras down here. Probably over here. Apparently not. Okay. Sticks and stones, that's what we need. Oh, new recipe unlocked. I can make a spear. I haven't made a spear yet. Oh, I didn't look at the new advancements when I updated. Are there any new advancements? I still haven't been to one of those vaults. Trial chambers. Wait, scrape a copper bulb with an axe to make it brighter. We are totally doing that now. Haven't done that. Any new advancements in here? Oh, there we go, spear. Hit 5 mobs in the same charge attack using the spear. You can see how much I focused. I focused my attention on these advancements, huh? Husbandry. Wolf armor. Finish this already. Before they started the 3-minute recommended, they never shared what streamer's cut was. And now they do to get people to do it. You know, they probably said that in the Discord, the part of Discord at some point. I just never paid attention. More than likely. I am still in it, I think. Maybe. There's like maximum a handful of Discords I think I pay attention to, and the main one is mine, I think. Ooh, I did not want to do that. Come on, Discord. Thank you. I joined a bunch of Minecraft Discord stuff when I was watching Minecraft. Anyways. I was gonna walk there. It's not that far. We can walk. We've got legs. We can walk. Can jump a little bit. An hour and a half already. Jeez. Time flies. Sometimes literally. Streamer has legs? Nah. Streamer's character has legs. Streamer does not have legs. Well, I can't really say that because you all have seen me walk around, so. Darn. Streamer character has legs, and why can't you see them when you look down? You know, that's a good question. It's a very good question. I will repair my elytra while I'm here. I have backup elytra, but I don't like to use them. I like my one pair of elytra, but I've got like 15 pairs of elytra or something. Some, you know, ridiculous amount. Every time I go end raiding, it's just been like maybe a handful of times now. I'll grab the elytra. I had backup elytra. Someone logged onto my server and took them today. Who could that be? They're so mean. You gotta ban them now, Zach. How dare they take your backup elytra? If I ban them, I'll never get the... Well, you know... You could take them out of the person's inventory. Technically. Destroy the beautiful floor design. Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? It's okay, they think it was an accident, so I'm sick. Oh my gosh. Quote unquote accident. Accident. For some context, I don't know if I've mentioned it here before, but I'm building a build for Zach's World. So a couple times now over the last few months, we've logged on to Zach's creative server and built things, interior, exterior of a build. That was quick, Jen. I appreciate that. I saw the message, didn't even have time to read the full thing before it's like, oh, this person's banned. Threatened to steal Emma away so she will live with Mrs. Dragon and me. White said, if you like. So I threatened to take Bailey. Was told, please don't. I'll do anything. Yeah, I mean, it might have been a different response. In my head, it was a different response the other way around, but you know, that works. We joke about Bailey, like having her, I say joke, it's like not even really a joke, having her go and stay with Emma's parents for like a week. Have some peace and quiet. She's actually not here right now. Thank you for thanking the mod, Sparrow. Thank you, Jen, for your quick response. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, we love Bailey. She can also be very noisy and difficult. So sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of time away. I will, Zach. I will. Yes, for sure. Absolutely. Never fast enough for those kinds of messages. I mean, it was pretty fast. So I feel like that was, I mean, the only better outcome would have been if the message never happened to begin with. So. I appreciate it, Zach, yeah. I appreciate it. I like to think that we both try to be decent people. So. Do or do not. There is no try. No, Yoda. Sometimes there is just a try. Maybe the you do try. That's the do part of it, but. Truth. I need to see if you agree with me about a priority Mojang need to make. Ready to admit that I'm a genius and you're shocked you didn't think of it. What? Are you saying you're about to say something that's genius, or that you are a genius? Because both could be true. Thanks to the global water sparrow. If you don't mind, it's gonna be Diet Coke instead of water. But I needed some Diet Coke. I was falling asleep before stream, so I needed to wake up a little bit. Just a little bit. For you. TBH fair. Fair. Trim templates need to work on tools and weapons so you can customize your loadout and see which pick is which. Instead of armor trims, you got tool trims, weapon trims. That would be handy. That would be very handy. I agree with that. That is pretty genius. I just thought about the fact that they still don't have terracotta slabs and stairs, do they? Or concrete slabs. I mean, they got a lot of stabs and stabs? Yeah, stabs and slayers. Mm-hmm. Slabs and stairs. Blah. You know what it is? It's these earbuds that today are not liking me. My ear's hurting. No. Oh, man. Decade later, they still don't have them. Let me put a red handle on my sharpness sword and a pink gem at the top of my silk pickaxe handle. Yeah. I do like that. I just banned someone for slurs. Don't you start. Keep my fortune pick as diamond just to help know which is my silk touch one. Yeah, that helps. I also just have different names. We've got Bob and Jimbo. If it's Bob, it's my silk touch. If it's Jimbo, it's I don't know why I named the pickaxe Jimbo, but I did. Oh my goodness. The names help. My brain is just weird. I just have a weird brain. Cause then we also have it's not on me, but my my helmet is Kevin. Then we've got Duck, Duck, and Goose as well. That's a little more normal. But you only find names once you scroll to it if it was a different texture. Yeah, you would know even earlier. Yeah. It would be helpful. I'm gonna pick this as right about here, maybe? There we go. It's the border. Okay. This is enough space. That's good. STEM-wired brains tend to be weird, yeah. Alright. I appreciate your company. Thanks for chatting, I appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk. You know, different brains are better suited for different things, so. I could not be an artist. So, like a painter or a sculptor or anything like that. My brain is just not, I don't have those skills. I have enough creativity to play Minecraft and do something good, but I'm a little too, I think, analytical. Yeah, I mean, there's a certain amount of creativity in art. I say that because, like, when I was a kid, there was, I don't know how common this is in the U.S. Definitely don't know how common this is, or if it's even a thing in other countries. But second grade is when you go through a set of tests. At least for me, you go through a set of tests to say whether you're quote unquote gifted in something. I made it past the first round of all 3 tests. to be gifted, which was there was a math test, there was a language arts test, there was an art test. I made it past all three. So when I got to the second round, I don't actually remember if there was a math second round for me, if I scored high enough that I was just into the gifted program for the next year. Well, either math or language arts, one of the two I was in, and the other one I had to do like a second level of tests basically in order to get into the special classes. Art, I definitely had to do a second round of testing. It was a practical, essentially. It was like go draw something. Go based off of this thing, go draw something. And it was horrible. Like, I don't know what I drew, but it was bad. And so obviously I didn't make it through. My version of drawing is stick figures to this day. Like, I do not have that capability. So that's also why I say that. It's like I've been through the level of tests needed, and I was, like I said, I was gifted in math, I was gifted in language arts, gifted. They called it the TAG program, talented and gifted. And then out of those, like, I was always like fine at like English and whatnot. English, language arts. Like, I was always okay at writing, above average. But math is where I always really shined. It came easier to me. I don't think it's really played a factor in them, but one of the more valuable things that my dad taught me as a kid was how to add numbers, multiply, add, whatever, subtract in my head. I still do that to this day. Like, I can get a rough estimate. We were talking about, the number of number of players, number of copies of Hytale that were sold. That skill was because my dad would always like quiz me on like, okay, what is this number times this number? What's 20 times 45? 900? And like the skills to be able to do that in my head. So, and those just came more naturally. I mean, there was some practice to it, but I picked it up pretty quickly. So this is an example of something where like art-based things I've never, even Minecraft is not necessarily come easy to me. I've been able to learn and have ideas in my head, have that kind of creativity, but like the actual skills it takes to build something has never come easily. Spent a lot of time trying to figure it out, so. So yeah, I guess that's why, long story short, that's why I ended up in an engineering program. So why I went down that path is just out of everything, and it's not like I was bad at the other kinds of courses like history and English, and I wasn't as like, math was always like the thing, even more so than like science-based courses. I was always much better at math. That's why I went into engineering and got a math minor. I was always just better at it than the other subjects. So what's nice about Minecraft is that it is able to exercise the more creative side of my brain, and the side that is able to process some level of art and to envision it and build something. It is nice being able to have an outlet to be able to do that. So, ooh. but it's still something that, you know, is harder for me to do, I guess. Like, I struggled in certain things of math, but the fact that I went to what I lovingly called Calc 4, so there's Calculus 1, Calculus 2, Calculus 3, that everyone in engineering takes, and then there's what I called Calculus 4, which was kind of like, and it's another calculus class just on top of everything. Calc 1 and Calc 2, I think Calc 1 is derivatives, Calc 2 is integrals, all like single variable or two variables. Calc 3 is multivariable calculus. That's usually when you start with like triple integrals, as you might have heard them. And then beyond that, I took a class that was called Calculus of Several Variables, which was in large part an extension of Calc 3. You know, stuff like that comes easier to me than envisioning a build. So. Hey, Night Fox, how's it going? Hopefully you've been well. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. Good, how are you? I'm good. I'm doing pretty good. I have been enjoying playing in this world. Been doing a lot of digging more recently, but this thing earlier in the stream, I've been looking at goals for the year and setting myself up for, you know, what are the things that I want to do this year? What are my accomplishments? I've got some goals for this world. I've got content goals, so I'm just trying to act on those now. So. And it's been going pretty well, I think. So. Let's see. We got this little bit left, it looks like. This little bit. Ow. We almost died a couple times in this world today. I don't know if anyone clipped it, but probably able to scroll back and see it. Did a good job of recovering though, so. It was once I jumped off the side of a cliff and didn't have my lighter on. It was that whole fiasco, and then I jumped in a lava once accidentally. As is what happens when you're in the Nether. Oh, Twitch lets you scroll back now? I didn't know that. That's neat. I wasn't necessarily saying that you could, like, I didn't know if you could or could not scroll back. Just that if you go back in the VOD, there's a couple of, I don't know if anyone clipped it, but there's a couple of times that we almost died, so. You can scroll back now, that's awesome. They've been needing that feature for a while because YouTube can do that. One more over. Right here. Leave that as is. Crazy it took this long. They're a little behind the times. We were just talking about all the added stuff earlier in stream, and the fact that you can set up to 22 minutes and 30 seconds of ads every hour if you do mid rolls on Twitch, which is kind of insane. Not that anyone actually uses it, but the fact that you can even set it is a little bizarre to me. 3, 4, 5 minutes is much more reasonable. Let's do that. Put these in here. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Trying to get this corner bit done. We did get more wither skulls today. I was looking at I built a chicken egg farm. It's for our wither rose farm. And I need a wither in order to get more wither roses, so we have enough skulls now to summon the wither. It's just a matter of getting enough eggs. We can get enough chickens spawned in to get enough wither roses. So I'm slowly expanding my wither skeleton farm to include more and more patches of wither roses for wither skeletons to spawn. And it's getting more efficient for sure, which is nice. Especially as we clear out this area. I mean, that's part of the whole idea of having a perimeter, is to get rid of spawnable space. So as we get rid of more and more area surrounding the farm, it gets more efficient as well, which is nice. Hey, Mystic Shadows, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Glad you're doing well. It's been nice being able to make progress. Been making a lot of progress this week, on and off stream in this world. Up to day what? 3,000. Where's it at? Where is it at? This is a whole new interface because I downloaded Studium for 1.21.11. Is there not a day counter? There's gotta be a day counter on here somewhere. Did they get rid of it? This is bizarre. I can't find it. I'll look for it later. Anyways, we're close to like day 3,340. So yeah, so I'm able to pull in the top left. I put in the top left of the screen for you all, but I can't see it in my F3 screen, at least not right now, which is kind of bizarre that Sodium would take that out, but sure. Yeah, I don't see it. I know there's a different Sodium that doesn't completely change your F3 screen. Because they didn't do that for 1.21.8. But anyways. We're making progress. Feeling pretty good. We are continuing to dig. Clearing out our Wither Skeleton perimeter. I've been doing that today. I've been doing that for the last 3 or 4 months probably. Just a lot of digging. A lot of mining. Not enough crafting. More mining. And I have done some plans for the... Oh gosh. I've made some plans for the year. Focused around this world. Got a certain number of new farms that I want to make. I've got a certain number of videos and streams and content stuff that I want to do. Won't just be digging the whole year. So, because that gets boring after a while. So everything from small castle build, still working on this, building different mob farms or crop farms. Crop farms? Resource farms to help. I hadn't planned on doing anything with Hytale. I've heard some people here in stream have talked about it, and I've seen it. You know, some people are really enjoying it. I hadn't planned on doing anything with it though. It's bizarre. My focus is really on Minecraft, so I may buy it, play it for a couple hours, and see if I like it, but it certainly won't be the focus. Come on, 5 of you spawn. Oh my goodness. I've heard mixed reviews about it. Some people really like it. Some people think it's missing. I think most people like it. I think there's also just some people say it's really good, and some people say it's good, but it needs more content or it needs work, which is fine. I mean, it's not necessarily a complete game. An RPG style Minecraft. It's interesting. I wonder how much longevity the game has then, but I'd have to play it to find out, of course, or watch videos on it. So any spawns? No spawns. Really looking forward to the time where we've got everything in this area, including that, whatever that is, cleared out, and so we can start. Probably gonna do the lava afterwards. I'll probably clear out a lot of the space here, clear out the lava all the way down, and then clear the area up. But we'll see. It actually might be smarter to not do the lava first, and that way I have an area, like, if I accidentally fall, I fall into lava and not fall to my death. So it's probably actually smarter to clear out this up to the bedrock first. Now that I think about it, that's probably smarter. I know you like the game though, so maybe it is something that I'll check out at some point. At least buy it and play it a little bit and see if I like it. I mean, when I first played Minecraft, when I first played Minecraft, I actually did like it. When I first heard about Minecraft, I didn't like it. Then I played it and I liked it, so. there are certainly games where I think that just kind of shows, you know, if you hear something about it until you play something, you don't really know if you're gonna like it or not. So. All the way here in the corner. All right. And here. And along here. Tiny section here. I don't think we have too many more layers. Well, we got a few layers left. Even if we fill up on inventory, we might just finish digging everything, and if blocks are on the floor, blocks are on the floor, you know? No, I don't think I know a whole lot about Arc Raiders, to be honest with you. No, most things Gaming World, like I was surprised when Hytale came out because I didn't realize it was coming out. I didn't know it was any kind of early release. Kind of show you how much I've been paying attention to the gaming sphere. Then I got on, I think it was like X or something. Maybe it was Blue Sky for the first time in a while, and I was like, oh, so that's releasing. I pretty much only use those platforms for announcing streams at this point. That looks good though. Happy with that. That corner is all ready to go. Oh, I don't know. I guess in general I don't really pay much attention to games, so I don't think that surprises most people. Even like Minecraft, I was talking about it earlier. Like I didn't know, because the last few months I haven't paid much attention, that Minecraft was changing their version numbering scheme completely for future updates. I had no idea. All right, well, it is that time. It's about 3 o'clock my time. Are you making a build another? Yes, we have a Wither Skeleton farm in the middle. And so what I'm digging out right now is the perimeter. You can take everything out. Bedrock to bedrock. So, it's gonna take a few years, but we'll make it there. So, if you are curious and keeping updated with this world outside of streams, I'll have a few videos definitely out this year, just kind of documenting what I'm doing and the different builds and whatnot that we're working on. So it's over on the YouTube. Talked about Twitter, aka X. I don't do much on Insta anymore. The best place to keep up to date for all the things going on, of course, is Discord. So feel free to join that if you're not joined there already, using the link that Jen put down in the chat there. And keep up to date. So I put my stream announcements and whatnot as well. I put a little picture there as well today for the goals and some of the priorities for this world and whatnot this year. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, Standing Stand. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate y'all being here. Trying to stay consistent Wednesdays and Sundays here throughout the year. So Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and your EST, and then 1 p.m. EST on Sundays, which is when this stream started. So I will be back Wednesday for the next stream. It's been awesome having you all here. Appreciate you being here. And I will see you on Wednesday. Or if you're not here for the Wednesdays, because some of you are already asleep at that point, I'll see you next Sunday. So take care, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye. I should do this before there we go. Bye.